Hello, and welcome to this episode of The Weekly Rewind, presented by Attractions Magazine. I'm your host, Theron White, and this week we're going to be going through Monday the 20th all the way up to Sunday the 26th. All right, let's get this started. Starting on Monday the 20th, we got to look at some of the dolls from the new live-action Beauty and the Beast movie for sale at Epcot. Now, the Beast looks very accurate, but I'm sure you have heard, and maybe seen yourself, that the Belle ones for Emma Watson just aren't, they're just not exactly accurate. And I don't really know. They don't look that good. They don't look bad, but her face just looks kind of odd in my opinion. And I don't know, you might think differently, but I am not the biggest fan of those. And then Tuesday, February 21st, we got to look at this really awesome BB-8 Star Wars-inspired setup that was at a Winn-Dixie here in Orlando. I love when places set it up like this and do their own artwork out of these cans. I always wondered, too, if there's like templates online or if this is just someone who's really creative and just knows what they're doing. Either way, I think it looks really, really great. Then on Wednesday, the 22nd, we got a look at another photo at the Tangled Lantern Photo Pass spot at the Magic Kingdom. Now, last week we looked at mine during the day, and Quinn this time got a great one during night, and I gotta say, it looks so good. And again, I know people have talked about it because it's at a bathroom, but I don't really care because in the photo, no one can tell, and it looks amazing. And literally, he's got the lantern in his hands. It looks amazing. You've got the lanterns in the sky and everything. I love this photo op, and I hope they keep it for a long time. Then we move on to Thursday, February 23rd, where Madame Tussauds Orlando gives you the opportunity to take a picture with Neymar. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know anything about soccer. If it's not Neymar, oh dear, I'm sure I'm in trouble. But you get to take this really awesome GIF that's going to be a combination of a ton of different cameras taking a photo at the exact same time from multiple different angles. And it allows you to get these really awesome victory style shots where you can be up in the air and the camera kind of pans around you and looks all over the place. It seems like such a great option, and I'm really glad that Madame Tussauds, the one here in Orlando again, that they not only have this option to get a great photo op with one of their wax figurines, but it's completely free. All you have to do is put in your email and they're going to send it straight to you. It's a really great option. I'm glad they added it to their already great collection of experiences. Then, moving on to Friday, February 24th, thank you to BioReconstruct for allowing us to use these photos. We can see some of the shirts that were for sale during the Disney Princess Half Marathon. Now, I'm sure they were for sale for the 5K and 10K as well, but this was just looking at specifically during the Half Marathon day. I love going around the parks and seeing everyone wearing their medals after such a big accomplishment of running of any of the lengths of races, but it's such a big deal for them and their families for them to be able to complete this. And I love, especially as a cast member, being able to congratulate them for that. And it's great to see such a big smile on their face after, such a big achievement of being able to run these great distances. And a lot of people are doing it for, specific times, others just for the great cause. But it is great that Disney not only has this, but also some great t-shirts for you to check out as well. Then, on Saturday, February the 25th, we got to check out two new experiences coming to Walt Disney World. Now, the first is the Celebration at the Top California Grill Firework Party. This is going to be an option where you can go to the California Grill extra early, and even if you're not eating specifically at the restaurant, you're able to pay, have some food, have some desserts, and then, of course, the great views of the Wishes fireworks from the Contemporary. Now, personally, I actually enjoy watching Wishes from on top of the Contemporary more than even seeing it in the park. It's definitely amazing in the park, but I love being able to see the distance, and it's really cool to watch the firework go off, then be like 1 and 2, and then boom, hear the sound and feel it kind of a couple seconds afterwards. I just think that's really cool. Plus, you can kind of really take into perspective the scale of the fireworks and just see how, it kind of runs better from outside the park and inside. So that's going to be a really great option, is to be able to eat some delicious food, get some snacks, some desserts, some drinks, and still be able to see the Wishes fireworks. And then the second option that they're having is called the Caring for Giants Tour. That's going to be at Disney's Animal Kingdom and is going to allow you to get up and close with a lot of the elephants that are there. Now, I think that this is already just a great idea for a tour. And anytime to be able to get close to the animals, I know people are going to absolutely love this, and it's going to be a ton of fun. But the part that got me the most is it's only $30. Like, I feel like that's like weirdly cheap for any kind of tour at one of the theme parks, but it's going to be an entire hour. You get from approximately 80 to 100 feet within the elephants, which is going to be a lot closer for a much longer amount of time than you could get even with the Kilimanjaro safaris. But for $30, I was like, that sounds like a no-brainer to me, especially, animal lovers, especially anyone who's really, if elephants are your absolute favorite animal. I mean, that's it. $30 to get close to some of the most, beautiful animals in the world, especially Disney's going to do it right, of course, for their tours. And so I think for $30, that's, again, a no-brainer to be able to experience this. And I'm sure it's going to be an amazing tour. For 60 minutes, I'm sure you get as many questions you can possibly think. You get as close to the animals, and it's just going to be an overall great experience. So I can promise you, I'll be checking that out as soon as I can. And lastly, Sunday, February 26th, we hear about the loss of Bill Paxton passing away. Now, this is very sad, and we have a picture here of the last day that the Twister ride was open at Universal Orlando. We had a bunch of fans that came out gathered for its last ever showing. So it is great to see how many people, after so many years, still cared so much about this ride, so much about Bill Paxton and everyone that worked together for this attraction and all the movies that have occurred over the years. That is it for this week's episode of The Weekly Rewind. If you don't already, I'd like to encourage you to follow us on our social media. That could be our YouTube, our Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or anywhere else we can possibly find to post and keep you updated on all things theme park. Thank you so much for watching this week, and make sure to tune in next week for The Weekly Rewind.